I'm back. So today I did a makeup tutorial for you dolls. This is like a rose gold glam type of look, just really glittery but also very neutral. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Going in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the color Burnt Orange, which is this color right here, and I'm just going to pick that up with a large blending brush. That I'm using is the Sedona Lace 863, and I'm just going to put this in my crease to start off my transition. Once I have that down, I'm going to go ahead and set my brow bone. I'm going to use Tempera from the same palette, which is this light pale color. It's kind of like a frosty creamy type of color. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I don't prefer, but I'm just going to use it. I'm going to pick up the same brush and just blend out, not picking up any additional product. So then I'm going to take a Sigma E25 blending brush, and then I'm going to go into the color Red Ochre, which is this burgundy type of color. Just going to start placing that in my crease. To intensify the crease even more, I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. This is the Sedona Lace EB09, and I'm going to take Red Ochre again and just place it in the crease. Using a different brush can definitely build the color without having to switch colors. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but it gave you more of a crease definition versus on this one it just looks really blended out. Okay, so to deepen that a little bit more, I'm going to take the color Cypress Umber, which is this brown color, and I'm going to use that same brush and just pick up a little bit of it and place it in the crease. And next what I'm going to do is clean up the lid with some concealer. I'm using Pure Beige by LA Girl, the Pro Conceal. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand, and then I'm going to take this small little detailer type of brush. I don't know what company this is by. It came in like a little set. So I'm just going to take this and carve out the crease. I like to lightly do this so you can really see what you're doing and get right in there. I start off by applying it on the lid. Definitely see the definition like a blended type of cut crease, but what I'm gonna do is pick up my blending brush again, and I'm just gonna blend out the corners because I don't want it to be too sharp and bring the lid color all the way across. So I'm just gonna go in with Red Ochre and a bit of Burnt Orange and just blend that here. Gonna go in with a little bit of Antique Bronze, which is this brown color, and it kind of has some sheen to it, but it blends out really nicely. The lid, I'm going to be using something different today. I just picked up these Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow. They're like liquid glittery shadows. The color that I think I'm going to go in with today is called Rose Gold Retro, and this one is like a rose gold color, so it goes really good with the burgundy tones. I'm going to apply it straight from the applicator. This is really pretty. These type of products, I like to close my eyes and fan it so it can dry, because if you don't and it's still wet, then of course you're going to get transfer. According to what people say, these don't really transfer, so I want to let it dry so that I can get that really nice cut crease type of look with it. This little end, I'm just going to pick a little bit up. Blend out the end with the brush. I wanted to kind of give my first impression on these. Whenever you're using them, they do work good applying it straight from the actual applicator. And on the ends, like where I have it blended out at, you do have some blending time because they don't dry down immediately where it's just stuck there. On this side, I think I got a really nice blend. I like these so far. Glad that I picked them up. So I'm just going to clean up with a baby wipe. And this is just going to sharpen up the look a lot. You can also use concealer for this, but I feel like it's more clean when you use a baby wipe and take away the extra product instead of stacking something on top of it. So I'm just cleaning it up. For eyeliner, I'm going in with the Inglot 77 gel liner, and I put a drop of the Duraline in it to make it more creamy. To apply it, I'm using a Sedona Lace EV19 brush, which is a bent liner brush. So I'm just going to start off with my inner corner. I hope you dolls will be able to see because I'm always out of frame when I'm doing my liner. For mascara, I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex, which is one of my absolute faves. And I'm just going to coat this on my top lashes a bit. Not too much because I am going to apply some falsies, of course. Lashes, I'm going in with a pair of my faves. These are Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. I'm just going to reuse a pair that I already have. They're like my fave ever. They really make your eyes look doll-like, and they're really wispy, and they're nice length and everything. These are just my all-time faves. So I'm gonna apply these. Now I'm gonna start working on my face. I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I like to mix this with a little bit of vitamin E oil so that my skin is nice and moisturized underneath. I have a little bit of issues going on right now, hence this. I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime and Peach Luster just to cover this. I already just applied it, and I'm just going to blend it out. And I like to mix those two foundations. It just gives a really nice coverage, luminous looking, like I like. So that's why I like to mix those. For reference, the foundation that I use is the Nars Sheer Glow in the color Syracuse, and then I also use the Weightless Luminous Foundation in the color Barcelona. So I mix those two together. And then now I'm going to go ahead and conceal underneath my eyes. The LA Girl Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige. I love this one for under the eyes because it is more yellow toned. I'm also going to slim the nose, if I can get some product. I look crazy, right? I'm gonna mix this with the Bare Skin by Bare Minerals, and this one is in the color Medium Golden. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and mix it just for a little bit more coverage. And then I'm going to take the tip of the Beauty Blender and just blend this out. Just like that. And the secret to having it really blended out is to take the end that you use for your foundation and just go over the edges so that they blend right into your foundation color. And you don't see that sharp line like you did at first before I blended it. So I'm just going to take this and do the same thing to the other side. Set that, I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to set under my eyes. Laura Mercier does have a different color translucent powder now, so if you are a deeper skin tone and this one is too light for you, you may want to try that one out, or even so mixing it. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the MAC MS Self in medium dark. I like to use this large brush. This is from eBay. It's made like the It Cosmetics brush. And I'll just tap this onto the rest of the face. Contouring slash bronzing, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer. And this is in the color 30M. And I'm going to take my Nars Ida brush to do so. Just pick some up. And then really blend it up into the hairline. Sorry, my memory card was full, but yes, this really gives you a really nice bronzy sun-kissed type of look. And I just pick up a little bit more and go in the back area just to deepen it up a little bit more and make it more like a contour. It looks kind of harsh on camera, but of course I'm going to blend it. And I like to blend it upwards so that way whenever you put your blush down, it'll blend right into your blush color. So then now I'm going to go ahead and dust off my setting powder just using this Real Techniques setting brush. This is a really good brush for this. I love using this brush to sweep off my powder. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eyes. On the lower lash line, I'm just going to use some of those same colors that I used in my crease. So I'm going to start off with the color Burnt Orange just to lay down the color first, before going in really crazy. And just run this on my lower lash line. Remember back in the day, I never would wear shadow on my lower lash line, and now it's a must for me. So then I'm going to grab Red Ochre and put that on top. If you can see, I'm not bringing it all the way to the inner corner because we're going to highlight that area with this rose gold color. So then I'm going to take the brown color, which is Cypress Umber, and just put that really close to the lashes and more so connecting to the wing area. Just like that to give it some depth. For eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Forever Artist Liner, and this is just a black one. I used all of my Marc Jacobs ones, so I'm just using something else. And that's the liner. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my lower lash mascara on. For that, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and on top of that, I'm going to use the MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara. I love layering these two. They make a really nice combo. This is what I always use on my lower lashes. Now the mascara is done. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with the same bronzer using this little brush from the Pretty Bar. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like a large flat brush. And I'm just going to take this and I'm sure you can see that distinct line at first. You're just going to leave it just like that, like you're slaying all day with your zebra stripes. And I'm just playing. You're going to blend it out, of course, because you don't want those lines to show. That is not cute. And for blush, I'm going to use one of my Old Faithfuls, and this is Nars Orgasm Blush. One of the cult favorites that pretty much everyone loves, and it'll go great with this pinky look. So I'm just going to pick that up with my MAC 127 brush. I like to use this side for my blush, and I'm just going to apply that in a circular motion right on top of that bronzer or contour color. Really pretty. I really like this blush because it's not like way too pinky. It just has a really nice sheen to it and a little bit of pink tone. Give your cheeks a really nice flush. And I'm going to finish up the eyes. I'm going to go back in with the Stila Rose Gold Retro shadow. And I'm just going to pick up some with this little brush. This is from Makeup Addiction. This is the Precise Eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to pick some up and place this on my inner corner and on my lower lash line a bit. So just right here. Really hope that this product doesn't dry out fast by me doing this and leaving the brush out for a moment. So just like that. And then I'm gonna also drag it a little bit right here to connect it. Like that. And that gives you a really nice pop on your inner corner. So I like that a lot. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and do my highlighting. I'm gonna be using this Inglot Sparkling Dust, and this one is in 03. So I'm just going to pick some up with this same MAC brush, which is the 127, and I'm gonna take the synthetic side this time and just kind of pick up a little bit of that product, tap it off, and then pop it on my cheeks. And I like to kind of stamp this on at first instead of just going crazy with it, because it is really, really glittery and I don't want the glitter to get all over my cheeks. So I'm just going to tap this on like so. And it's really, really nice already, but I'm gonna blend that out with this brush. This is the Anastasia A23. And I'm just gonna kind of go on top and dab it so that it doesn't fly everywhere, but it really pushes it into the skin. I'm gonna pick up some more with this brush and really buff it into the skin. Like so. I applied some on my nose as well. I also like to apply this on my inner corners a bit, so I'm just gonna put a little bit with a pencil brush. This is from the Pretty Bar. And although I already applied something there, I'm just going to kick it up even more by applying some of this. It's your really wet look. This one is more of like a rose gold color, so it kind of just blends into my skin really nicely. So me being extra, I'm going to put another color on top just to make it even more beaming. I'm going to take the color 01. I'm going to use a little bit of this right on top just to really make it more intense. This is really pretty. I don't know if you guys have ever tried these, but they give you a really wet look, and the loose highlighters are really in. So definitely try out the Inglot ones. You get a lot of product in here as well, and they have 4 colors. My lips with the color Whirl by MAC. If I do that, I'm gonna take the color Modesty by MAC, which is this really pretty nudie pink color, and I'm just gonna go on the outer perimeter. The center, I'm taking Flesh Pot, which is also by MAC, really light nude color. You can rock it matte if you want to. I'm going to go on with the gloss. This is Buxom Sophia, and I'm just going to apply this right on top. Like so. I feel like the gloss really blends everything in together. I want to try out this lip topper by Jouer, and this one is in Skinny Dip. I just picked this up, so I'm just going to apply just a little bit in the center and see how it looks. So here's the completed look. I think it came out really good. It's still very neutral, but it has a lot of warm tones in it and more rosy tones. So let me know what you guys think down below, and thank you guys for watching. Bye, dolls.